Today I'm making crab cakes along with two sides, and one side's an avocado salad and my other side is green beans. Let's get started. Now these crab cakes I got from the local farmers market here in South Carolina. I'm really excited to use these, and I pre-bought them. You can make crab cakes at home, but I bought these, so I just thought this would be a really good, easy recipe for a lot of college students to try just by buying these crab cakes. So we're going to start cooking these, but you do need 2 tablespoons of butter for your crab cakes. And guess what? That's it. So I'm going to cut my little butter slice here. I have it at room temperature because that always helps. I'm going to move over here to the oven, to the stove. And I'm going to wait for that, but while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and start on my green beans, which I bought and snapped the ends off of my green beans. As you can see right here, I did snap the ends off because you don't want that. And I pre-washed them, so they're all ready to go. I have my water boiled, and I'm just going to put my green beans in there. And it should cook for about 4 to 5 minutes, so we're going to wait until it's kind of tender, so we're just going to keep an eye on that. But while we're keeping an eye on that, my crab cakes should be ready to go. And you will notice that this recipe is really fast. So while we're waiting for the butter to fastly melt, I'm going to stir around my green beans. Oh my goodness. It's like right when you put green beans in water, the color is amazing. It's like green. It's really neat to see that. The color change and how dull it kind of was before you put it in water and how it is now. I love crab cakes. Love it. I lived in Maryland for 2 years, and my family and I would always have crab feasts, and it's just really, it was just a wonderful time, so it really reminds me of home. So it's really nice. Okay, the butter is melted. As you can see, it is melted right here. Look how fast that was. Go ahead and put our crab cakes in. Now the thing about your crab cakes, you're going to have to want to watch about it. So it will cook for probably about 4 to 5 minutes, but depending on your oven and depending on your heat, it could cook a little bit longer, or depending on how much you want it to be cooked. But we kind of want them to be a little bit crispy, so it might take about 5 minutes. I'm going to up the heat here for a little bit. One thing must note though is that having fresh green beans rather than just the frozen, it just really gives you a nice sort of different type of flavor and different attribute to your meal rather than having it already frozen and already put in the microwave and everything. It's just nice to cook it. So, and it doesn't take really that long, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. I'm going to check my crab cakes. It is sizzling fast. It smells so good. I love local farmers market. You know why? Because it's local. You got to support the local businesses, and it's really nice to just find that it's fresh ingredients, and they usually have a lot of healthy stuff. So it's just really neat to really just go out and buy it from the market rather than just going to the grocery store. I think the experience also adds into that too. Now what we can do with our crab cakes is that we can season it just a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper just for a nice season. Just a touch. Lord knows I love pepper. So usually whenever I eat, I put tons of pepper on there. Like, go ahead and open up the the little lid of the pepper shaker, because I'll just dump it all out there, which I've done that before. So Okay, looks like our crab cakes are getting tender. So I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. And they are definitely starting to get soft. You can definitely tell it is soaking in the butter, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and check on my green beans, see how these buddies are doing. What's really neat is they'll probably be done at the same time, which is great. I'm going to flip over my other crab cake. And you are going to notice it's going to get a little soft, so just be careful when you're flipping it because it could break a little bit. So if you look on my spatula, it's just got a little bit of some of the leftover of the crab cake, but that's okay. It's going to be delicious all in the end. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit more because I do want it to get kind of crispy and brown. And then we should be ready to go. Another thing about crab cakes is besides using butter, you can use olive oil as well. But that's just your preference. I think that butter would really give it a nice flavor. In Maryland, we used to eat crab, well, not used to, but we still do. When we eat crabs, we dip it into butter. And it gives it a nice, really nice just taste to it. So I think butter is the way to go. You want to drain your water out of your green beans. Put this back on the stove because we're going to add a little zing to our green beans. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. Gorgeous color. Okay, I'm going to add that back to the pot because we are going to add a zing, but while I'm doing that, I got to multitask and look at my crab cakes, make sure I'm not burning it, make sure it's exactly how I want it to be. Oh yes. Perfect. Turn the heat down, it's almost done. Now, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons to the green beans. Little lemon zest as well. Butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to move this around. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the crab cakes because they're really crispy and they're perfect. Perfect. Let me go ahead and get a plate out. These will be hot for a while, so we're pretty good on that. Oh, that smells so good. That smells so good. All right. Now with the green beans, you want to put your butter on there. You want to move it around. The butter is going to melt, and it should melt fast since your pot is hot. And next thing is a secret ingredient, lemon zest. Just use about 1 lemon. Make sure it's kind of soft. You don't want a really hard one because I know that when it's kind of, I guess, ripe a little bit, you're going to feel that it's kind of squishy and it's got a lot of juices in there, so it's ready. So with your little grater, go ahead and zest your lemon. I'm going to do it right over my pot. Okay, thing about this too is that you can feel it out. That looks about right. Just enough in there that you feel is comfortable. Okay, stir it around. right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this over to our serving dish. Serve these right out of there. That's a lot of green beans, but that's good because veggies are very healthy for you. Great. And our final and very final thing we are going to do is our avocado salad. Now you do want a lemon, 2 avocados, and some olive oil. And it's 2 tablespoons of olive oil, but first we're going to go ahead and de-pit our avocados. So I got to get this butter out of the way here. The thing about avocados is that they're very hard at first. So when you let this store, you want to make sure that you find the ones that are soft so they're ripe enough and they're perfect enough for you to enjoy. So I'm literally just cutting around the avocado because I'm going to pop it right open. Voila. Here's the pit. Make sure you take that out. Sometimes they can start scooping out the avocado. With your spoon. Right around the skin of it. I love avocados too. So good. I love guacamole. So good. There we go. Yay, successful. I'm gonna go ahead and just slice it up to little wedges. Put on the side here. Let's see if we can go ahead and just get this out. Sometimes you have to work with avocados. They can be a little stubborn. Perfect. So now I'm going to just cut around the pit. All right, wash my hands. I want 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's going to drizzle that right over the avocados. And we want our lemons. Squeeze our lemon right over the avocado as well. There we go. Now I have to try it. First I'm going to try my crab cake. I am so excited about this. Does it taste like home? Will it taste like home? Whoa, so good. Next is our avocado. Wonderful. That lemon is really, really good with it. And green bean. These are really, really good combinations of that crab cake. And if you're interested in some alcoholic beverage with it, you can try white wine. I think it really goes with this crab cake, either a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio maybe. And you know what? You have a perfect dinner for 2 And it was really fast and easy. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.